Well, hey there, Heartland Church. It's Pastor Jeff with this week's announcement video. Before I get to what's happening in our weekend gatherings, let me start by drawing your attention to a couple of things that are coming up that are really important for you to keep on your radar. First, on October the 25th, that's a Saturday, from 3:30 to 5:30, we've got our annual trunk or treat here in the parking lot of Heartland Church. That event is an incredible opportunity for you to come and meet people in the community who come from surrounding neighborhoods to be a part of that event. So we would encourage you to jump online or look on the website. You can sign up to serve. You can host a trunk. You can serve food that evening or drinks, but it's going to be a great opportunity to really connect with the community. And so I want to encourage you to be a part of that and invite people to that event on October 25th. Also want to let you know that we've got our next round of Sunday seminars coming up. Those begin Sunday, November the 2nd. There's some really great offerings that we have in this last session for 2025. We're going to be looking at gospel theology as we think about how the gospel shapes us, how we think about it, how it transforms us from the inside out, and then how we live the gospel out where we work, live, and play. So we're going to talk about gospel theology. We're going to have a class on gospel parenting and how we can learn to shepherd the hearts of our children and point them to Jesus. And then we're also going to offer our covenant member class. And if you're checking out Heartland Church, you're interested in possibly tying your heart here and making this home, that's a great opportunity for you to come and learn more about the mission and vision of Heartland, why we care about the things that we care about, pursue the things that we pursue here at Heartland Church. So I want to encourage you to be a part of that class or any of the Sunday seminars. It's going to be a great opportunity. I also want to encourage you in the fall, as we head deeper into the fall, think about what it looks like to walk with others more deeply outside of just our Sunday gathering. The way that we organize around that concept of doing life together in the gospel is through our gospel communities. We currently have 6 gospel communities that meet throughout the area. Those are small groups where you can come and experience relationship with other people and learn how to gospel one another. And so if you're not involved in a gospel community, we would love to help you get involved. As I said, there are 6 GCs that meet throughout the area. We actually have a 7th gospel community that's coming very soon here to Oakville near the church. And so we'd love to help you get plugged in to one of those gospel communities. I mentioned what happens here in our weekend gatherings. That is actually really important. And if you've been tracking with us in our weekend gatherings, you know that we are looking at 4 of the minor prophets this fall. We looked at Zephaniah in September. We're currently in the book of Habakkuk, and we're going to close out the year by walking through Jonah and then the book of Nahum. I want to draw your attention to Habakkuk because not just because we're in that book now, but because it's such an important conversation in this cultural moment. You know, when Habakkuk looked at the culture around him, he was left asking a lot of questions of God. God, why? Why are you letting wickedness seemingly run rampant? Why is there so much violence and destruction and you're not acting? And what we see in that book is a dialogue between Habakkuk and the Lord where he's instructing Habakkuk's heart on what it looks like to have joy and to trust him in the midst of difficulty, especially when we have questions, when there's mystery, when things don't necessarily make sense. And that's a really important conversation for us right now. So if you haven't been following with us in Habakkuk, I would encourage you to get online, go listen to those messages, and then be a part of these next 2 sermons as we unpack the remainder of Habakkuk and think about those important conversations for our lives. Well, thanks so much for taking a moment to watch this. Love you guys. Really appreciate that we get to do life together as God's church, as his family. I hope you have a great weekend, and we hope to see you on Sunday here at Heartland Church. Thanks so much.